Imagine you run a restaurant. Your ingredient costs are astronomical. Customers say you're too expensive. Everyone's betting you'll be out of business by Christmas. Then you drop your quarterly numbers. You didn't go broke. You made $10.9 billion in a single quarter. That's not a hypothetical. That's Anthropic, the company behind Claude, right now. For 2 years, the story has been the same: AI companies are burning cash. They can't possibly survive. Their business models don't work. Yesterday, a developer named Simon Willison, if you're in tech you know the name, published an article with a title so direct it stopped me mid-scroll. I think Anthropic and OpenAI have found product market fit. It hit Hacker News and exploded. Over 700 upvotes. 800 comments. Everyone asking the same question: wait, are AI companies actually making money? Today we're breaking down exactly what happened, why it matters, and most importantly, who's paying the bills. Here's the detail that tipped me off. In April 2026, both Anthropic and OpenAI did the exact same thing at the exact same time. They changed how enterprise customers pay. Before April, flat monthly fee. Like a gym membership. $30 a seat, use it as much as you want. After April, pay per use. Every time your AI writes a line of code, the meter ticks. Why would you switch from all you can eat to charging by the byte? Imagine you run a taxi company. You pay your drivers a flat salary, $5,000 a month, no matter how much they drive. One day you realize some drivers are putting in 12-hour shifts while others do 8. So you switch to paying by the mile. When do you make that switch? Only when the mileage is so high that the flat rate is costing you money, and when those taxis are actually making fares. Simon shared his own data. He pays $200 a month for subscriptions. But if he was paying by API usage, his tab would be $2,180. That's almost 11 times more. And Simon is a solo developer. Now multiply that by companies with thousands of engineers. So who's writing these giant checks? Software developers. Specifically, AI coding agents. November 2025, OpenAI releases GPT 5.1. Anthropic drops Claude Opus 4.5. And coding, just coding, suddenly gets really, really good. Not sometimes works good. Actually, my coworker now good. Back in 2023, AI coding tools were like parking sensors. Beep beep beep, you're getting close to the wall. Helpful, but you're still doing all the driving. After November 2025, they became Tesla Autopilot. Not full self-driving, you're still in the seat, but it's handling 70% of the work. And here's the thing about tools that actually work: people start using them constantly. Every single day, first thing when they open their laptop. Simon put it perfectly: coding agents really did change everything. They burn vastly more tokens, but are quickly becoming daily drivers for knowledge workers. Developers are using AI coding tools more frequently than they check social media. The money is coming from enterprises who've realized their developers are now dependent on these tools. Alright, let's look at actual numbers. Number 1, Anthropic is rumored to hit $10.9 billion in revenue for Q2 2026. And this could be their first profitable quarter ever. Number 2, SpaceX, yes, Elon Musk's rocket company, just signed a deal with Anthropic. They're paying $1.25 billion per month for compute through May 2029. Number 3, both companies are hiring like crazy, but not for AI researchers. OpenAI has 703 open positions. 1/3 of them are enterprise sales roles. Anthropic has 390 open jobs, over a quarter enterprise-facing. Think of it this way: you walk past a tiny corner cafe and notice they're suddenly hiring regional managers and enterprise account executives. That cafe is no longer a cafe. It's building an empire. Now you might be thinking, wait. Didn't we just hear that Uber blew through their entire annual AI budget in 4 months? Didn't Microsoft cancel a bunch of Claude Code licenses? Simon addresses both head-on. The Uber story: Uber's CTO said they maxed out their full-year AI budget in just 4 months. Sounds bad, right? But here's Simon's reframe: Uber set that budget in 2025. Before coding agents got good. Before developers actually started using them daily. And the key detail everyone missed? Uber didn't say we're stopping. They said we're over budget. The Microsoft story: Microsoft started canceling Claude Code licenses, supposedly to push engineers toward their own Copilot. But Microsoft is OpenAI's biggest investor. Of course they want their people using their own tool. This isn't a story about AI failing. It's a story about competition being so intense that companies are fighting over which AI tool their own employees use. Simon's conclusion: both of these stories actually strengthen his argument. Neither Uber nor Microsoft said we're done with AI. They said AI is expensive and we're figuring out how to pay for it. It's like complaining about gas prices while still driving to work every day. Let's connect all the dots. April 2026, both companies switch from flat rate to usage-based enterprise pricing simultaneously. May 2026, Anthropic signs a $1.25 billion per month deal with SpaceX. Rumored Q2 revenue of $10.9 billion. First ever profitable quarter on the horizon. Same period, a third of all new hires at both companies are enterprise salespeople. What does this tell us? The AI industry has found its real business model. It's not selling $20 subscriptions to consumers. ChatGPT has 900 million users. But only 50 million pay, that's 5.5%. The real money is in enterprise, charging companies per developer, per token, for AI coding tools their engineers now can't live without. And here's the beautiful, or terrifying, part: this model has massive lock-in. Once your team is building software with Claude Code, switching to a competitor isn't just changing a subscription. It's retraining your entire engineering org. It's rebuilding all your workflows. It's losing months of accumulated prompts. So after 2+ years of AI companies are burning cash, the narrative has flipped. They found the money printer. And it's sitting on every developer's laptop. The question is no longer, will AI companies make money? They already are. The question is, how much, how fast, and who's next?